Hey, hey! Looks like we got Mid-South and Burrito catfishing lady's already been in here. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get the first line cat. This is a new one on me. Nasty old stink bait. I've never used this stuff in my life. But when I say that, we put some on some jugs the other night that was homemade. I saw a guy here. I fished about 20 feet that way the other day beside a guy who absolutely wore the blues out here on the stink bait. I'll try her and see. Yeah. I put fresh line on every pole last night. Since these aren't circles, I'm going to hold this on so we don't have to set it up. I end up losing it down there. I don't want to pull an Anthony and send it flying over the edge. There he is. That's right. What's up, Billy? How are you doing? Mid-South. How are you? Appreciate y'all coming in. Got 8 people in here already. Appreciate that. We are. I can't see anything. These glasses have UV filters or whatever on them for fishing, and somehow they completely filter out the screen on this phone. Don't really know how that works, but that's what they do. I'm trying to begin with fishing where this guy was that I watched the other day. He was just right out here, but there's so much current today. When I was here and he was fishing, there was no current right here at all. So I may have to relocate and let the current take me downstream a little bit. I got a feeling I'm going to stay hung up. It's going to push me into all this crap with this old bridge. I don't know how long this crap will stay on the hook. Don't know anything about it. I guess the sun is right in the way, isn't it? Let me see if I can turn this around where maybe the sun's not quite so bad. That's the problem about this spot in the evening. The sun is just dead on at you. Maybe that's a little better. Hey, Levi, how's it going? Appreciate you coming by. I'm going to stay close to this tripod. That's the wind like it is. It's liable to turn this thing over. I've been bringing something to tie it to, something with some weight to hold it up. But of course, I forgot that today. You smell the stink? It is triple S cheese bait. And it does stink pretty nasty, let me tell you. There's some wind noise, but that may just be Lisa and all her hot air. I understand. I can't put it on Lisa this evening, though. It's windy down here. Which actually makes, I mean, it's hot, but wind is actually making it fairly tolerable out here to fish. Now, if I was working, it would not be tolerable at all. I'd have to say, honey, it's too hot to do these jobs you want me to do. I'm going to go in and sit on the couch and drink some sweet tea. But since it's fishing, we'll give it a thumbs up. I have no idea how long this stuff will stay on the hook. Let me pull it in and see what it looks like after it's been out there for a little bit. And it looks like it's already dead gum gone. I can see everything. Look at that, clean as a whistle. Either that crap doesn't stay on there, or something was down there licking it clean. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to tell me if any of y'all ever use this stink bait. I thought this stuff was supposed to stay on the hook a little bit. Let me dip it down in here again. My butt's vibrating. Somebody must be missing. That's the wife. She says she's free from work, and I say I'm free from work and fishing. Even better. All right. Let's see. How do I get some down in that tube? All right, here we go. Let's see. I plopped it up on there. I don't know how long it's going to stay. I'll sit down this way this time. There we go. She hit the bottom. I'm going to let her sit and see what it does. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? There's Anthony J all day. What's up, buddy? Randall Rhino, how are you doing? Appreciate y'all coming in. I meant to do this thing vertical like everybody else has been doing so I could jump on the bandwagon, and I just forgot about it. Old habits die hard. Get used to this horizontal stuff. It's hard to change. Anthony, I'm down here at the pier trying this daggum stink bait. So far, I think it stinks. It doesn't stay on the hook. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Trapper, how's it going? Yeah, I fish at Barkley Dam quite a bit, dude. I'm getting a little nibble there. Just a little nibble. Come on. Just getting tapped on it right now. Nope, no rubber gloves today, Anthony. It's all hands-free for me. I got a stick for poking it down in there. I got this triple S cheese bait, which is what I heard was the good stuff, but it's got no fibers or anything in it to make it stick together. I may need to add some fiber to it or something. You know how it is, a little fiber in your diet makes things better. I think I've caught everybody up. Trapper, you fish over there at Barkley sometime? I don't believe I've seen you in here, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. It's a stinky kind of day. I've only got about an hour to fish. Let's see, I paid $29.99 for this daggum bucket of stink bait. And at the rate it's going, I'm going to use every bit of it because it washes off the stupid sponge too quick. Sponge, I don't know, it's got this little thing about that long above it with holes that I guess you poke the stuff in it. But it does not come off or doesn't stay on there very good. Oh, I had a bite, missed it. Didn't feel like a very big bite, but I had a bite. I was bragging on that wind, making it tolerable. It died down a little bit. I'm getting hot now. Trapper says it's hard to use stink bait there. Yeah, I guess it is. This is my first time, dude. Never used the stuff before. I always thought, why you want to mess with that nasty, stinking bait? Like I was saying earlier, if anybody missed it, I was fishing just 20 feet up the pier a couple of weeks ago, and there was a guy standing right here absolutely slaying the blues. I always heard that channel cast is what you catch on stink bait, but he was literally slaying them. And he had a bunch of fiber in his. He said he took cottontail, doggone, cattails. Sorry to say cottontails. I got that stuck in my head. He said he would take cattails, cut them open, get the fiber out, and mix in with his stink bait. It stayed on the hook good. He could do like Anthony was saying earlier. He would use a rubber glove and pack it really on there tight. Um, and just literally wore the blues out. He was here for an hour and a half and probably caught 80 pounds worth of decent sized blues. I guess the current moves so fast it washes that stink bait off. Stink bait probably better in areas with low current, I would assume. After I'm on my second cast with the stuff. In fact, let's check it and see if it's still on there. I'm gonna have to learn how long this stuff stays on. I didn't bring any skipjack with me today or anything else as far as that goes. I thought, well, I'm gonna try out this stink bait crap. And that's all it's gonna be. I'm not gonna have a crutch to come back to. Yeah, buddy, she's clean as a whistle. Grilling and listening. Well, Anthony, you can grill and listen and deliver to the pier if you'd like. I'll be back. I'm going to dip this thing. Woo, can y'all smell that nasty stuff? Lord, that's stinky. All right. There it is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna ease it down in there. I may be slinging some of this stuff off. Let me turn this a little bit. Fish in the Mid-South says that 12-foot rod is his. Them may be fighting words with Anthony. I got tangled up. Get on. All right, I just let that just fall straight down rather than casting it out because I think I was slinging a bunch of it off. Put the lid on that nasty stuff. Anthony donated it to Mid-South. I got you. Anthony says he gets fish. Well, there's a nibble right away. I'm definitely getting a nibble right here. It's not very much of a nibble, but a nibble. Didn't get him. Let me back his camera up a little bit here. Maybe y'all can see. Get everybody out there. There we go. I'm just going to let this sit a little bit. I'm pull it back up, see how long that nasty stuff stays on there. This may be at 2 minutes, stink bait. See over there. I got a feeling a fish is going to bite. I'm chewing the button. This guy was using this stuff the other day. His was a whole lot denser than what this is. The stuff's kind of runny. It may be the heat. I started up good, but it may just be that it's so hot out here. It makes it a little runny. All right, let me check it now to see what bait's still on. Nothing. I see orange coming at me. It's freaking empty. Well, that ain't a load of crap. I don't know what is. We'll keep using it. A bunch of that up on there. rest of it. And to Davy Jones' locker we go. Let's see what size bite and who is buzzing in my butt. Something's hitting at it down there. Must be really little, or let's see. All right, that's work. I'll look at that later. I'm all work. I miss anybody? Mid-South says washes off within seconds. Are you serious, dude? I tell you, I've never used the crap before. I assumed it. The guy I watched down here used it. His stayed on. He'd leave it out there 10 minutes or so, pull in, it'd still have some on it. Dadgum washing off bait. Stinks too. I'm going to stop and wash up after I leave here. I got a meeting I go to on Mondays at church. I'm going to be stinky. I'll be a stinky kid in class. They'll be making me sit in the back of the room. I'll be sweaty enough, plus I'll be stinky. In that current, it washes off in seconds. Dadgum. Well, I tell you what, over to the right's not nearly as much current. We may move over that way here in just a second, see if it stays on there a little bit longer. I had at least medium expectations when I came out here with this. I over-expected and it's underperforming. I guess that proves you should always bring a backup bait. Got a nibble. Whatever it is, it just taps at it. Something down there just picking this crap off of that hook that gets off of the sponge. Come on now. I know something wants to eat something stinky. Catfish. See something stinky. I'll take a jar. I'll take anything with a bite. Take the tube off and use just the treble hook. Ah, so that tube just caused more trouble than anything? Does it not help hold the bait on it? I hate being stupid about something, but I'm stupid about this stuff. Hey, Josh, I'm using your Triple S bait. And this stuff won't stay on the hook 3 seconds. Dadgum current's washing it off. Bring it in. I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll move to the side over there where there's not nearly as much current. See if this stuff will stay on there a little bit longer. Yep, it's gone. It's gone. Clean as could be. What's my dip worm look like? Right there. I guess that's what you call a dip worm. I got that at your shop up there today. I believe that's what is that what you mean when you say a dip worm? Soak a sponge in it for a while, then hook it up. I got you. This one's got a sponge on it, but you can tell something's been eating at it. Little bits and pieces are tore off that sponge. Let me load this up and I'll turn the camera around. We'll get over here on this other side where there's not quite as much current. Can't get the bait in the tube good. That makes sense. anybody else? John Boy, I think I missed you. I didn't see you come in there. Oh, you're the one who told me to take the tube off and use just a treble hook. Okay. All right, we're going to jab her down in there and then we'll turn around and try a different spot. That wind's picking up. The camera, that tripod just almost turned over. I'm going to move it on very close and right. Hold on to it. All right, there we go. I didn't mess with the whole tube. I just daubed it on that sponge good and the end of the tube. Let's move over this way. Ooh, that sun's rough. Dry. What do you mean, Josh, when you say dry? Not sure what you mean by that. It's not dry enough, maybe. I was thinking this stuff sitting out here in this heat, it's awful. It's a little thinner than I expected it to be. May need to be, may need some sort of a thickening agent added to it. There's more current down here today than I expected. Way more, honestly. There hasn't been a lot of current lately, but it's all generators. Oh, there's one. Oh, dadgum, I missed it. I actually had one right there. I was looking back towards the dam and he hit it. Actually, I say I had one. I had something pulled on it. Let's see. Josh is the stink baiter. Master baiter, not stink baiter. I got you. He masturbates that stink bait and fills these buckets at work all day, probably. I cannot look into this thing at all now. I'm looking into the sun. Keep it in the shade. Well, that's going to be a problem, Josh, since I'm out here in the bright sunlight. I'd say that could be part of the problem. Could be the problem. It's sitting right in the broad sunlight. I had to sit in my truck for about 4 hours in that nice warm sun before I came fishing. So that could be, could have a little something to do with it, I would say. Here come wind. I'm gonna hold on to this tripod. I hate to have my face right up here in this camera, y'all, but I lost the camera, the iPhone in this water at one point. In a nibble. Either I'm too slow or they're too small. I keep getting nibbles. That wind's died down. I'll cough a little bit. It's been so long since I fished with anything other than a circle hook. I'm not used to setting a hook anymore. Come on. He's tickling it. Probably clean. Go bait it, biter. Put out some jugs with my wife's homemade bait concoction. Gun it. Missed him again. He's not hitting it very hard. He's hitting it, so I figured I'd try. Anyway, with my wife's homemade bait concoction, we put it in pantyhose. Caught a few fish doing that. It worked pretty good, honestly. It was cheese and liver, and she put some shrimp in it, kind of ground it all up. And I forget what all else she put in. She went in the kitchen, found whatever she had just hanging around in the kitchen, and said, "Let's try some of that." Let's see. Listen to this stuff. I've got this camera facing the wrong way. I can't see squat, y'all. There it go on that circle thing. Fish there. No more circle fishing. They took a rickety walkway and put a sign that says "No trespassing." Are you serious? I had not seen that. I hadn't been down there to even look. Yeah, I see that walkway is gone. Huh. I hate that. Let me check this thing. I'm getting pecked like crazy on this. It's got to be empty, though. Yep. It must have some scent or something that sticks with it, because it was getting pecked constantly. I'll grab this bait. I'll be right back. All right. Drop her down again. The old heave ho. Let's see. Josh says they had part of the parking lot up by the building blocked off with a rope. You couldn't get close or park to that. Dang. I wonder if somebody got hurt down there or something. That thing's been there as long as I've been alive. I don't know why they were taking it down. Of course, they did have it closed off, or you weren't supposed to go out there, but people walked around it. My guess is people getting hurt over the years, or getting stuck out there and having to get a rescue squad or somebody to come get them. That would be my guess. You never know, though. There was a nibble. It's got to be something little bitty. When I get a good tug, I'm yanking on it and nothing. Little nibble. I should start to get some shade here soon. So I'm going to get behind that railroad bridge. Getting tapped like crazy. I'll give you one thing. You get a lot of taps on this stuff. I probably ought to try it on that side over there, away from all the current, I guess. Nope, let's see. I might have had a small one there for a minute. He was on there for a second. I felt it biting. Yeah, I had a little something on there. It wasn't very big. Probably out of there. I had just a half a second of feeling it shaking its head. Yep, it's bald. All empty. Well. So, other than a catfish, I don't know if you can see that. There's scales right there. I don't think they're big enough to be Asian carp. Could be. But something was messing with it. Let's see if try number 73 is the lucky try. It's all the time go-to. It's the all-time go-to bait if nothing else works in the summertime. I got you. Probably just doesn't like this current, be my guess. Oh, I'm trying to read comments I missed. I'm getting a nibble. I better pay attention. Come on. I might turn this camera around over here where I can see you. I can't look in that sun and see you. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Lord, I can't see anything in that sun. I think I'm caught up. We got 9 people hanging out in here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us on this stinky stink bait kind of day. With no bites right now. I was messing with it a minute ago, but just forgot it right now. I got a fresh spool of line ready to fight a catfish. I just need somebody to fight my hook. It's too hot yesterday to do anything. So yesterday afternoon, I sat in the house and re-spooled every rod I got. I had a mess of fishing line in the floor when I was done. The wife was not terribly happy about it, I don't think. But I cleaned my mess up. To my satisfaction. What about hers? I got 6 ounces on here, which usually is plenty for this spot. It was picked up, just floating around there for a minute. These boils come around and hit it and was moving it. I see. Looks like they've got all 4 generators going. A little more current than normal. I guess everybody's got their AC wide open, so they gotta be cranking that electricity. Hey, next month, the wife and I are going to the Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion. I'm trying to do a little fishing while we're up there. If anybody knows, I hear they've got some trout fishing up there. It's pretty good. I've never done that before. Thinking I might try it. If there's anybody that's going up there trout fishing, let me know what you think. If there's a spot to go or things I need to look for. Hey, Jody, how are you? Appreciate you stopping by. Let me move this camera around. I cannot see squat looking into that sun. See if I can find a place for y'all and me that is convenient. That's not horrible, I don't guess. Right there. Yeah, now I can see. Y'all do exist. Jody, isn't that your part of the country up there around the Smoky Mountains? I was looking online about the trout fishing up there. Something I've never done. I thought I might try it while we're up there next month. I don't know, it's probably the hottest part of the year. I know trout are cold water fish. They may not like biting this time of year. We're going to be staying. We waited too late to try and find a place to stay, so we got to stay out away from the Smokies a little bit. Not too far. Dandridge, I think, is the name of the town we're staying in. Let me dip this stinking thing one more time. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I think I've got everybody. Love y'all hanging out with me. We got about another, if I read that right, another 23 minutes we're going to hang out here and fish. If a fish would decide to bite, I might be enticed to stay a little bit longer. But I've got about an hour, 20-minute drive to get where I'm going. So I can't stay too long. Yeah, you show off. Osprey just flew down, picked up a nice sized fish. I couldn't tell what it was exactly. Too big, looked like to be a skipjack. Might have been a shad. Good size one. Oh, there's a nibble. Nibble, 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 nibble. There's a dandy place right there before the Cherokee Casino. People fishing while the family wades and lays in it. All right, Jody, I'll have to check that out. That's over on North Carolina. North Carolina side, right? In fact, I believe I know where you're talking about. If it's the one where the road runs right beside it, I believe the wife and I stopped there one time. Well, I wasn't even thinking about the casino, Jody. We already got rooms at the Holiday Inn there in Dandridge. If that's how you say the name of that town. We waited too late. We just decided a couple days ago that we're going to go. We got an anniversary coming up, a week and a half or something like that. We decided for our anniversary, rather than doing something then, I'll wait and go down there for the Jeep invasion. Oh boy, outdoors. How's it going, Larry? Appreciate you stopping in. We are fishing stinky today and doing a bad job of it. Larry, if you are just popping in, I fished down here a couple weeks ago, and a guy was literally wearing them out on stink bait. Good sized blues. But it was his homemade concoction. So I bought a bucket of this Triple S, thought I'd come down here and try it just to see. Never in my life used it. And I'm not doing too good with it. It's not staying on the hook too well. Or the sponge and treble hook, whatever you call all this stuff. Rooms are really nice and big at the casino. Sometimes you stay for free. Oh, that's cool, Jody. I like to play poker. And I hear that the World Series of Poker is having an event there at that casino. One of the guys I work with is actually going to play in it. I used to travel and play poker a lot at the casinos when I was single. Since I've been married, I haven't done it. but one time, I guess. I went to down to Tunica, Mississippi to the casinos down there, and I did not like their style of play. I guess the poker was the same everywhere, but every hour they made you change tables down there. You couldn't ever get accustomed to your competition. Want to be outdoors? Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for coming in. I think the best casino I ever played at, I can't remember the town. It was up across from Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, I had a bite and missed it. Across from Louisville in Indiana. And I can't remember. It was maybe 30, 45 minutes downstream on the Ohio from Louisville. Just got a good bite there, but real quick and gone. I don't know what's hitting it. Something keeps hitting it, but he's not there when I pull. I played a 26-hour tournament. It was odd, a 26-hour tournament is what they had. So you had to play for the full 26 hours. Harris, Indiana. Is that it, Mid-South? At one point, I was up 1,600, and I ended up, I won 600 in that tournament. I say I was up 1,600. That's what my place would have paid me 16 if it had ended. I ended up making $600. That was worth the trip. Paid for a hotel room and everything. Oh, whoa, sorry, knocking the camera all around, y'all. This one is called Maggie Valley Harris. Okay. My mom used to love Maggie Valley. Maggie Valley. When we were kids, that's where we always had to go, Maggie Valley. Really, Mid-South. Only one casino down there has poker. I only went one time. And like I say, every hour on the hour, they made you change tables. I didn't like that at all. I want to play long enough in a spot that I get used to who I'm playing with, try and learn if they got a tail or at least learn their style. Trying to learn who's going to bluff and who's not. Yeah, I'm going to bait up. Something was hitting it pretty good there, but wouldn't take it. Let's see. Missed something here. I think I'm caught up. Thought I'd missed some people. Want to be outdoors, likes the track in Memphis. Haven't been there in a while. I've never been to that track. Are you talking about like the, is it a dog track? It's in, West Memphis on the Arkansas side? If that's what you're talking about, I've been by it a bunch, but I've never been to it. Bait this thing back up. It used to be a dog track, now it's a casino. Okay, I didn't realize that. I'll tell you what I miss is horse racing. It used to be a quarter horse track. I say not quarter horse, what am I saying? Just a standard racehorsing track. Not far from here, about 30 minutes up the road in Paducah. When I was in high school, I worked at a marina, and my boss had been a former trainer at Churchill Downs, and he came down here, bought this marina I was working at. And when the horses were running, he and I would always cut out and go to Paducah to watch the races. He taught me how to read the race forms and study the horses and all that stuff. I really enjoyed it. I hadn't been to horse racing in 20 years, I bet. Matt, what's wrong with you? Did you get hurt? I didn't realize you were down, buddy. Hope you get feeling better soon. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. I accidentally closed my internet thing there. I don't know if it shut the camera off or not. All right, come on, you're messing with it. Just take it. I've been yanking on you every time you hit it and I'm missing. I want you to just take it. Yeah, gum you. The stink bait for blues is that Team Catfish stink bait. Catch a snot out of it. I'll have to try it. I'm using this triple S here, and I know it does good. Josh catches them on it. I've seen people catch on it. I think the biggest problem, it's probably not designed to be used in this current at the dam like I am, because it washes off the hook just too quick. Excuse me, spit. It's got a sponge and treble hook and all that good stuff, but it just doesn't stay on there. I guess in this current, it doesn't like to stay. I think I may add some cattail fibers to it, see if it'll thicken it up a little bit. Had spinal surgery. Ooh, that's some rough stuff. It can be. I hope you're healing all right from it. My wife had a spinal fusion right up here in her neck, like right where the neck meets the back, I guess you'd call it. She had a rough go of it for probably 4 months. She was recovering and doing okay, but it just wasn't comfortable. But about that 4-month mark, she really started to smooth out. She's been great. She's had really good luck with it. So I hope you had just as good luck as she did. When you bring that dip worm into the bait up, you have to dry it off. Otherwise, it's got water on it, and the bait won't stick to it. Well, daggone, I didn't know that, Josh. I guess that's one reason the bait's not sticking. I'll have to try that. Actually, no, it won't, because I don't have anything with me to dry it. I'm not going to wipe it on my clothes. I don't want to smell that crap all afternoon. Josh, you use a different kind of dip worm for it. I saw some that's kind of a spiral thing. That might hold it better. I don't know. But I really think, like you said, don't leave it in the sun. I had it sitting in the cab of my truck all afternoon, probably 4 hours. And it's 95 degrees out here, so I'm sure that heated it up. Probably got it loose. Cornmeal works good to thicken it up. That's what I was thinking. It might need a thickening agent. I had something like that done about 2 years ago. This time it's pretty extensive. Oh, doggone, I hate to hear all that. Hopefully they got you fixed up. That back trouble is no fun now. I've been lucky all my life, never had back troubles. But I had a real good friend who hurt his back on the job, and he had gotten into some trouble with those opiates over it. Luckily, he was smart enough. He went to his doctor and asked him, or told him, said, "Don't ever give me them things again." He says, "I'm getting addicted to them." And he went through a few months of struggling to get over them, but he's doing good today. He'll have back troubles every now and then since his surgery. Luckily, he's doing all right. What happened? It got dark on me. Use the spiral ones. I got you, Josh. Oh, why my screen went dark. That's odd. Yeah, I think I'll put some cornmeal in this, Josh, thicken it up a little bit, and put some kind of a binder in it. Oh, there's a nibble. All right, buddy, I'm ready for you. Take it. I was too ready. I missed it. I've seen people catching trout out of that little creek that runs through the casino. They should be able to catch them about anywhere. All right, Jody, I appreciate that. I had one guy telling me that Tellico is the best place to go, but it's a pretty good ways from where we're going to be. And the wife and I will be riding in the Jeep together, so I doubt she'll want to go wading in the probably won't go that far away. Let's see, the spiral wire works best. The other stuff gets in the way of the bite. That may be my problem here. I'm getting tons of hits of strikes, but nothing's catching. I'll reel her in and dip her again. I'm gonna give her another 9.5 minutes. That'll give us an hour here. That will give me an hour and a half to get where I need to be down in Clarksville. That should give me just enough time to get there and enough time to get a sandwich on the way. Let's see. Wipe as much water off of that as I can. Oh, gross. Got it in my finger. Stanky, stanky. I'm gonna say, man, fishing with this stuff. Picking it up, getting ready to drop it in the water and drop some of it on its leg. That's where the song came from. Stanky leg. Get that off my stanky leg. There's a place for the kids and family there. I hit something. Want to be outdoors. I guess I hit a button. She up there doing something. Josh says take the sponge off, it gets in the way. I guess I'll learn that for the next time. And the elk runs around 4:30, 4:45. I don't see them. There'll be hundreds of them. Really? I didn't know there's any elk down there, Jody. That's all right. Maybe we're checking out. Sorry, y'all. I'm hitting that camera and shaking it like crazy. Thanks for the kids and family there, laying in the water. Been there, very fun and relaxing. Cool. I had to check it out. Try. Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? Try the downriver side of that pile. Hey, well, we'll try that on this next cast. Oh, I got a good bite there. Thanks, Jody. We'll see you. Appreciate it, old boy. Take it easy, man. We're going down to the Smoky Mountains to the Jeep invasion next month. My wife is a Jeep fanatic. I had 3 of them in my younger days and kind of got it out of my system. But that was before I met the wife, and she's got a Jeep. We've actually got 2. We've got a Wrangler and a Gladiator. The Wrangler was getting a lot of miles on it, so we parked it. It's going to be a toy, pretty much. We got her a Gladiator. That's her everyday vehicle now. She wants to go down there. She's wanted to go for the last 3 years, and work schedules haven't allowed us to get free to go. So we're going to take the time this year to go. It's the end of next month. I love the mountains, but I really enjoy going down there in the fall when it's cool. Yeah, Josh, we'll have to try it sometime. I know it works. I sat here and watched that guy wear them out the other day. His would stay on the hook. His was more, maybe his was more of a pack bait style. Bought your ex a 97 Wrangler. Well, hopefully you got to enjoy it before she became your ex. They're a lot of fun. We went riding this weekend. It was too hot to fish in the middle of the day. Unless you're Josh. Josh was out there fishing. But a group of us went over to Land Between the Lakes and rode the back roads and some trails in the shade. It was a nice ride. She liked it, huh? I tell you, they're a lot of fun. I enjoy riding in them, but I would not want one to be my everyday ride anymore. Oh, Lord. I had that stink bait on my finger when I just scratched. That's nasty. Anyway, those Jeeps are a heck of a lot of fun to ride, but my old butts have got too used to having a little bit more comfort. They're a little too rough. Now, I will say this, her Gladiator rides really good. I'm surprised how smooth her Gladiator rides. It's a much smoother ride than I ever thought you'd get out of a Jeep. But I believe they have a little bit different setup. They're different frame system and suspension and all that than what the Wranglers are. Nope. Bite. I'm gonna leave it to you to take it. Come on. Nope, I think I got one. Got a fish. If you'll stay on, I got a fish. Hot dog. We're not gonna get skunked after all today. Oh Lord, it's heavy, whatever it is. Maybe an Asian carp, I don't know. Dadgum Asian carp. Oh, sucker's in that current. I can't believe it. And he's foul hooked at that. Hey, coming. Come on, walk down there. That's a big old Asian carp. Try and move it over this way out of the current. God, he must be a big one. Of course, he's foul hooked. That makes him seem bigger than he is. Look at this. I'm prying against this fish. Where's a bow fisherman when you need them? Quit fighting. This thing, it's hard to pull against that current. Hallelujah. He came off. Woo! That was a chore for a minute. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that one up there, Cindy. I'd have had to walk that one over to the bank. That's a big old beast of an Asian carp, yo. I'm going to call it quits on that one. We're right here at an hour. That one's making me breathe hard. Well, we didn't do any good today on the miracle stink bait. But I wasn't working while I was doing this. There's something. Let's see. Who all did I miss here? Let's see. Yeah, daggone stupid carp. That's the truth. Matt says, miss my Jeep Grand Cherokee. That thing went through everything. I had a Jeep Cherokee back in the day, dude. Stupid carp. That's the dang truth. Dang Asian carp, man. They're terrible. Got notified. Manson never got notified. City says, how does Kevin get them up there? He doesn't. That really pissed me off. I want to see how he made the rigs. Kevin got your workout in. That's the truth. Yeah, I think it was a workout. I mean, he was probably a 30 pounder, a 25, 30 pounder, but in that heavy current, he felt like a monster. All right, y'all. I won't call her quits. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this afternoon. I got to get on the run. We'll see y'all. I'm probably going to try and fish tomorrow afternoon. I don't know if I'll be here today or over at Barkley, but I'm going to fish somewhere. We'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy.